Hi everyone, Happy New Year! Welcome to my first vlog of 2023. This vlog continues the same topic on ChatGPT that I started a week back. In my previous vlog, I gave you a little bit of overview of this revolutionary AI product. I also gave an example of some of the limitation that you might encounter while using this new chatbot. Now in today's vlog, I'll take it a little further. I'll show you that how you can start using this ChatGPT tool for your daily work. As we all know that this AI tool has a lot of potential in terms of giving you an example of code or even help you out in writing essay. But how you first, get your hands-on experience on ChatGPT? I'm going to show you that in this vlog. So what are we waiting for? Let's get down to this. To get started with ChatGPT, first you need to sign up from the tool. I'm not going to show you that in this video, but I already shared some instruction, the video caption, that how you can get access to the ChatGPT by signing up for it. Please take a look at it. So after you log into ChatGPT, you'll be able to see this home screen. Here you can see some examples there, because ChatGPT is more of like a question answer bot. So you need to ask question to the bot and it will answer you accordingly. So there are some examples that they already put it in the home page. It also gives you some information about what are the capabilities of ChatGPT or what are the limitations it has. So let's start it with asking some basic question to ChatGPT. Okay. So let's ask ChatGPT, what is natural language processing? So as you can see that as soon as I hit enter, as a bot, it's more of like a human interactive way. It started giving you a description of natural language processing. And it's perfectly personified that what is natural language processing, as it's a field of artificial intelligence that focuses on enabling computers to understand, interpret, and generate human language, which is exactly this ChatGPT is doing right now. Because like a human being, it answers to your question. Now let's try to ask something else to ChatGPT. For example, if you want ChatGPT to write an essay for you, so what it will do? Okay, so let's think about what to become a data scientist. It's just a random question. So what it does is when you're trying to ask a question which is not like more of like a hypothetical question, here what it does is it starts giving you all the information related to the data science field, as it gives you enough information that what you can do in order to kickstart your career in the data science field. As you can see that it's still providing a lot of information. And the fascinating thing about this chat GPT that it summarizes all the information that you can collect from Google or from other search engines. But in order to get this information from other search engines, you actually have to go to different links and try to summarize the information by yourself. But here, the fascinating thing about ChatGPT that it's doing that the text summarization or document summarization work at the back end before it starts giving you an answer accordingly. So this particular sentence and this whole paragraph properly encapsulates the idea of data science and what it requires to become a data scientist. So now let's see what else it can do. Okay, so let me see if ChatGPT can provide us some sort of a coding example. So I'm just asking ChatGPT to that please share our code for normal distribution. Let's see what it suggests. Scroll down and see. As you can see that once you ask ChatGPT that what is the R code for normal distribution, it started giving you information accordingly. As you can see that if you run this code from here, what it will do is it will create a histogram on your RStudio in a normal distribution format from where the mean is 0 and the standard deviation is 1. As you can see that it also gives you additional information that you can adjust the mean and standard deviation to your use. So it's not only giving you a coding example, it also giving you a background of how you can update the code in order to get a different result. That's very fascinating. Now let's ask, so I asked ChatGPT a kind of a very, like I would say, a funny question that Christmas rhyme for a data scientist. And what did, oops, it didn't work. So let me type it and go to the paste it in a different. One thing you need to understand that there are, I guess, millions of users are hitting this particular chat GPT at the same time. So sometimes the network traffic is pretty huge, and it's so many times it's sometimes it's hit the threshold, and they're still trying to, and OpenAI is still trying to scale their system in certain way that it can handle millions of users hit at the same time. So sometimes you might encounter some slowness in the tool, but keep refreshing. But again, I mean, even if considering a little bit of slowness, this tool still a bit revolutionary because, like you said, you can see that as soon as I asked ChatGPT to write a Christmas rhyme for a data scientist, well, it started giving you the twice the light in a different format. So there's so many information that you can get as this is more of like I would say a tip of the iceberg in terms of start getting start getting experience with this tool because there's so many things you can ask ChatGPT and it can give you a lot of instant. So let's try one more like a question to see how ChatGPT is going to answer that. So in our data science world, it's very important to understand the concept of overfitting versus underfitting. Let's see how ChatGPT is going to answer that overfitting versus underfitting question. As you can see, once I ask ChatGPT to give me an example of overfitting and underfitting scenario, so it started giving you a certain example where overfitting tends to be a problem when you're trying to training, building a machine learning model. On the contrary, it's also trying to give you an example of how underfitting could be a challenging factor when you're building your machine learning model. Like here, it can see it's giving you like if you read that. Imagine if you're training a machine learning model to classify animals as either dogs or not dog based on physical characteristics. You collect a large data set of pictures of animals and label them as either dogs or not dogs. You then train a deep neural network on this data set. The model performs extremely well on the training data, near perfect accuracy. However, when you test the model in just animal images, it performs much worse than it did on the training data. So if you follow along this particular example, you can see that the way ChatGPT is responding to your question is more like it's like more of like a human-like answer to that. So if you ask the same question to a human might try to explain that overfitting scenario in the same fashion. So that's why ChatGPT seems more revolutionary because it's giving you an answer in such a way that you tend to think that there is a human being on the other end answering your question, and it's like somebody else, not it's not, it doesn't seem like a bot is answering your question. So that's the main essence of ChatGPT, as it's kind of giving you that edge where you can literally use this tool to have an interaction with a robot or AI at the back end. So I think this will give you some sort of, I think this gives you like enough, I would say, experience that how we can use this tool. I would definitely encourage you to like, sign up for the tool and start asking question, whatever it comes to your head. And also this chat GPT has a lot of potential to give you a lot of information. And maybe it can actually write a full store procedure for you. It maybe write a SQL query for you. It can also give you a lot of example of how you can build a web app or how you can build a machine learning model from the scratch. So you can literally use this OpenAI, this tool for learning purpose. You can get a tons of information out of this chat GPT in a faster way. And you might need to process a lot of information because each and every answer coming in a summarized format. So ChatGPT is doing the summarization part for you and giving you a gist of the answer. However, word of caution that always remember that all the information are subject to change. All the you still need to like apply your judgment in order to ensure that the information provided by ChatGPT is accurate and it kind of matches the reality. So that's all another thing you need to make sure that you are using it, you're using your judgment before you start using the information for your personal or professional work. So that's all in terms of like giving you a hands-on experience on this chat GPT. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this video has enough information that you can follow along to get your first hands-on experience on this new AI tool. But word of caution, please try to use this tool for your personal purpose first before you start leveraging it for your professional duties, because this tool still has a lot of limitation and we haven't explored it yet. So I'll definitely suggest you that be cautious when you start using this tool for any professional work related stuff. In my next vlog, I'll give you more experience, exposure to this tool by giving you some sort of advanced use cases. Like for example, if you want to create a bot or a web app that can call ChatGPT API in order to perform some text summarization, grammar correction, or any other NLP related stuff, then how will you do it? I'm going to show you that in my next vlog. So please stay tuned for that. And like I always said, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, as more contents on ChatGPT, natural language processing, or related AI topics are forthcoming. 2023 seems like a great revolutionary year for artificial intelligence, as we've already seen it's started taking a giant leap by the invention of ChatGPT. So more things are forthcoming, so keep following, keep subscribing to my channel, and thanks for all the support. Wish you all a very happy new year ahead. Thank you. Bye.